This is called 3 Weeks in the Volley. I was 16 again, gripping hard the mower, dripping humid, felt the blisters form on the insides of my thumbs, felt again later as the tennis racket sank an easy fit between thumb and fingers, grasp and grip. We played under lights, before and after fireflies. I was 48, and was the foreign body his or mine? The ball bounced cheerfully. I felt the sweet spot. Could I teach my boy Adrian to be me at 16? I wouldn't dare. And who was I there but a ghost of my teacher, my father, who once trusted me to play ball, and now trusts nothing, not hearing, not memory, not at all. He says God, but I have never seen him fall back on God's power. I have only seen him serve others as man's job, in light of how little there is to trust of men. But I have seen him place a lot of faith in balls and the laws of physics and better luck next year. The ballroom filled with friends who honored him, understanding he is old and frail. And the physics of momentum fails when biology succumbs to age, and I thought, of all the remarkable ways he's served, his greatest and most difficult job will be to be himself the needy. Suddenly 48 says goodbye to 16. Ready or not, here we come, back to the future. Adrian sees the natural progression of time and does not know how I am frozen, still there. I turn back to 10, almost 11, as I follow his thoughts, that yellow ball uncontained. We race from station to station, bouncing up and over mountains to help my other boy Milo, 14, on with his astronaut pack. To lob him over the world into a place that he will stand upon forever from that day and say, that was big, and now I know why. Milo is at his future, filling his cup full of stories to use as analogous tools. You'd better believe I trusted God to bring him home to me then. In 2 weeks, he traveled in time to the Emperor's Palace, Great Wall, terracotta soldiers, Chairman Mao, Tai Chi, and the timelessness of tea. He lived a month and 14 days and came back with something new inside his soul that will always be his alone. Adrian was dropped with friends to carry on bouncing. I was left to study my loneliness and was not fond of the results, my 48 being harder than I'd hoped and more uncertain. Alone time was quiet, gathering berries and reuniting with friends, doing pragmatic work in pragmatic ways, drinking only a little, suffering the hard questions long enough to feel them sting, letting time pass and days move with sun falling upon me from time to time. One by one, the silence was broken and my greedy heart was refilled. Adrian was back, my adventure partner and companion, and God brought Milo home too. I was so selfishly pleased. No one got stuck, frozen in time. True summer began easily. We were aligned. My worried mind now freed. I am off on new ideas. My 2 boys, summer besties, volley their season vernacular back and forth in constant updates of now, and new now. I am joined in understated union by my partner, yet at ease. I am alone, and summer grows quiet. My worried mind makes room for new thoughts to sink into my grasp and find the sweet spot. My greedy heart is full. Rocking back in my chair, I fuss with some loose skin on the side of my thumb, and I realize it is still blistered from when I held the mower tight and pushed. From when I was 16, but Dad was an old man. Before Milo jumped over the earth to his future, while Adrian thought time was time and didn't know how busted open and stubbornly unmoving it could be. My calendar tells me it's only been 3 weeks. I know about physics and rate of change. I know biology and how my babies will always live inside of me. And I know healing, how the skin peels back and grows anew. Time travelers though we are, what God serves, you also return to. As long as my father draws breath to utter words, he will protest. And I, the erstwhile doubter, will hold faith that our buoyant souls are always bouncing back to grace.